royalty. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to TeaTalk with Nas. I'm Nasha. I'm very, very happy to be back here today. So Today is our day. Today is our day 58 already, right? Is it 58 days? Yes. So I am very I'm feeling some goosebumps now because it's cold. No, no. Because it is the end of this 60 days life journey. Not the end, actually. I think it is actually going to be a beginning of us, a beginning of many of us. And I am so grateful for all of these days, for all of your support. And yeah, I'm just beyond the words, really. Like I 60 days going live every single day, twice a day, talking about anything that we feel that might be important to you, talking about anything that we feel that is very important for us, talking about really anything and everything when we are in this time of uncertainty. So I really appreciate that everything we have gone through together. And just let me double check if you guys can hear me or see me clearly. Um, Let me double check if I'm online right now. I just want to make sure that because we had this technical, okay, we are on. Okay, we are. Thank you so much, Rosie. Hello, Big Spoon. Thank you for joining. So good. Now I know that we are online. Great. Thank you so much. So yes, the reason I'm asking because the other day when I just go ahead, right? When I continue to go ahead, I continue I continue to go ahead for this live 2 days ago when I noticed something wrong. And then the day after, people told me, oh, actually they didn't see me on live on TeaTalk. I was like, we were talking about something very serious. We were talking about politics. So for whatever reason that didn't go on TikTok live. So I want to make sure that today we are doing good. Okay, so we are good. And okay, so yes, so it's day 58. Like it's been a very long journey for me, but at the same time, like I also feel it's very short because I had so much, sorry about my hair, I have so much breakthrough in these past 58 days. Like I can't even, I don't even know where to start because all the breakthroughs, all of these lessons, all of this knowing that I had in the past 58 days while sharing with you, while listening to your stories, because I do get a lot of emails and private messages, not only me, like us. We do get a lot of them and the support is really overwhelming and we having knowing that what we do would really change your life. That's just that's just really what we need to do. So so I was thinking, what should we talk about today? And I just thought maybe let me just quickly go through because about what's happening on the in the world. Because in the last few days, I really want to show that when we are talking about well-being, when we're talking about mindset, when we are talking about anything. Hello, Kelly Grace. Thank you so much for joining. When we are talking about being positive, when we are talking about being, you know, spiritually awakened, when we're talking about those things, we need to know at the same time we are still relevant. We still stay current. We are not just in our own woohoo world and then I'm sorry, just get through. Okay. So I will always have my dog and my cat here with me. So yeah. And where am I? Oh yeah. So I want to make sure that what we talk about is relevant. I want to make sure that what we are doing is really helpful to you in real life. Not just, oh yeah, they're just talking about a manifestation, law of attraction. They're just talking about I am abundance and pretend there's no problem in the world, which is not true. Okay. I want to talk about that because of what's happening in the world. Because of what's happening in the world, we have the responsibility, we have the reason to do more, to share more, to talk more about being positivity. So, so that's why I want to talk about this today, because just now when I turned on the news, immediately I saw something very, another devastating news. Just now, well, turn on the news. The first thing, headline, 7.0 7.0 magnitude earthquake struck California. Okay, so 7.0, that is huge. If you've never been through earthquake, 7.0 will be like that, or like that, like that, like this, and more. Like you'll be bounced in the air. And what does that mean? That means the house will be bounced in the air. What does that mean? That means the house will be broken. That means a lot of tragedies. Okay, so when we heard about 7.0 magnitude earthquake, immediately we thinking about disruptions. What's happening in the world right now? Because there's so many things has happened in the past 2 months, 3 months. Hello, Shashas. Hello, Nene. Thank you so much for joining. There are so many of these tragedies, catastrophes. The California earthquake that we saw today is just one of the many challenges our world has faced in the recent months. So not only this earthquake, okay, before this earthquake, I think we all remember what's happening in the States, the hurricane season, right? The Hurricane Sparrow, the Hurricane Helen, the Hurricane Milton, all of these hurricanes, there's storms hitting the mainland states, America. And of course, at the same time, we'll be wondering, why do they build houses with wood? Why do they build house that way? Like every year they are being washed away. And everywhere year they are rebuilding it the same way. But at the same time, it is still happening every year, devastating. And this year is still same as bad as before, even worse. The power cut in America. That's affecting so many people, not only in America, also for all the people in the world as well. When there's so many important information data, they are transmitted from the States. Okay. Also, the war between Ukraine and Russia is not finished yet. Yes, we are not in Ukraine, we are not in Russia. We don't feel it, but we know it is still there. They're still continuing attacking each other. There still still conflicts in Ukraine. And not to mention the 2 days ago when I talked about the politics part. Hello, Pro Positive. Thank you so much for joining. 2 days ago when I talked about what's happening in South Korea, this martial law. When we heard about the martial time in South Korea, we also, oh my God, the North Korea nuclear bombed South Korea. What's happened? And turned out just the problem between their own parties. But it is not something small. Like it is very fortunate for everyone that the president decided to listen and to withdraw this martial time within 6 hours after protesting, after after the vote, after everything. But if the president didn't back down, then the military will be there. The martial law, the martial time law will override everything. They will take the democracy away. Because when you're in martial time, there's no such thing as democracy. Okay, so so that happened in South Korea, like a very intense 6 hours this week in the Pacific region. And then at the same time we heard about the protesting in Afghanistan. We heard about that Afghanistan they are saying now that the worst in the women's right because they're controlled by Taliban. I don't know if you read that book. I can't even remember the name of the book. But I knew Afghanistan before their war, before the time, how do I say it? Let me rephrase. Afghanistan it used to be a very beautiful country. That's that even though it is Muslim country, but they are basically just like I think from what I heard, it's like Malaysia. It's peaceful, it's nice. Yes. And the women also have their right like everyone else in the world. But after the war, after Taliban take over, after what happened between Russia and America in Afghanistan, after all of this, now they become one of the worst country when we talk about women's rights in the world. And can you imagine like can you imagine that we are now able to say whatever we say, we're able to vote, we are able to learn, we have this right, everyone have the same right and a peaceful, beautiful country like now, like what we have now. Can you imagine that few years later if we told you it's going to be run by terror and then our flag be ripped off? You can't go on the street without mask. We can't we can't we can't study. We can't learn. We don't have the right to speak. Can you imagine what kind of life that would be for you? And that's happening still in Afghanistan. How many years? 20 years? 30 years? In Malawi, there's also flood, as in Malaysia. It is the monsoon season, and we heard about the flood. And having said that, actually, we were going to have a retreat in Malawi. last week, but we didn't. And I think now we know why we didn't go ahead for this retreat. This is why. And why am I talking about this? I'm not talking about this to bring us down. I'm not talking about it so we feel, oh, the world is going to end or whatever. No. I want to talk about this is because it is happening. And we all feel that. And our mind, we are not calm. We're shifted. Our mind is not as stable as before. Because of the energy, because what's happening in the world, all of us will be affected collectively. You may feel, just like I felt 2, 3 weeks ago, a bit agitated. You feel there's something wrong in the life, like it shouldn't happen, but it's happened. Like you feel frustrated. Hello, Sam. Thank you so much for joining. Right? There's so many challenges in life right now, and we are like 4 weeks before the new year, before the holiday season. We're supposed to, happily start doing the decluttering, start doing the cleaning, start doing preparing, preparing for what? For holiday. We should start preparing, buying presents. But I've already heard so many people told me there's something happened and I can't afford this present. There's something happened. We can't go on holiday this year. If something happened, I don't even know what we are going to do at the end of December. Like, not one person, not 2, 3 people. Many people around me that encountered similar issue. All these challenges. So that's why I want to talk about these catastrophes. That's why I want to talk about these challenges. So we know, first thing that we need to know is we're not alone. Oh yeah, we're in this deep shithole together. But at the same time, we are able to carry each other and then to grow and then to pull each other up together. It is like you need to think because sometimes when we are down, it's very easy for us to compare why it isn't happening to me. Right? It's very easy to start trying to find a way to accuse something or someone. Why is happening to me, not to other people? Why can't I have a life like other people? I have been a very good person. I have been kind. I feel I've done everything right, but nothing goes right for me. And that's why I want to really address this issue. Not issue, but just this phenomenon. It is a phenomenon. It is something happening to everyone. You may not see it. Maybe they look great, but you don't know what they are going through. I can assure you that right now everyone have their own problem. I mean, bigger problem that no, they didn't expect before. Because it is a collective energy that's happening right now. And I'm sorry to say that, but from what I know, a lot of people are telling me that the readers, the mediums, those people who can communicate with energy better, 2025, we are going to have even more challenges in 2025. So now, before 2025, at the end of this year, we have already been through so much. And I mean I feel that it is the time for us to really understand, to see it is happening, this phenomenon of collectively down energy. And people may say, oh, Bitcoin is going up. The cryptocurrency are going up. At the same time, everything in life is going down. Why? We don't need to worry about why. We just need to know. And that's one thing, that's why I want to talk about this today. We just need to know how we can go through this together. There's no point to ask why, because a lot of things they just happen for their own reason. They don't even it doesn't even make sense why they happened, but they just happened. So there's no we don't need to try to find a way to blame ourselves or to accuse other people. No, we don't need to. That's not helping the situation now. The that's why I want to talk about this today. How can we navigate through all this news, all these negativities, all these challenges globally or personally? How can we do this? How can we climb our way out? How can we find the light? Even if we may think you don't know how, like you're running out of any methods. But let's do it together. You need to know we are not alone. Maybe you can reach out to your loved ones, your friends, your support network, or come here, Phoenix Rising. I don't know what we're going to do after this 60 days challenge. I may still be here from time to time, or maybe some other light workers will be here from time to time. But but we can find a way. You need to know that you're not alone, and you really need to know everything we have shared in the past 57, 58 days. We're talking about one thing. It is okay to not be okay. And because it is normal. Just like now, no one is okay. And all we need to know is that we need to know that it is only a temporary thing. It's a phenomenon. So it happened and it will go. We just need to focus on, we just need to focus on what? We just need to focus on after. Okay. After this challenge, what you will achieve. After these difficult times, what you will achieve. What kind of breakthroughs you will have. How much your life is going to be turned in a good way. How much you will grow. How close between you and the ultimate freedom, the awakened you. So that's the first thing that's why I want to talk about this today. In these challenging times, you are not alone. You are not alone. And even if I don't do live, you can still private messages. Okay. Even if we don't do live anymore, you can still private messages. And of course, one of the most important things that you need to know, we can do it. You can do it. I can do it. I'm going to, on our YouTube channel, this Phoenix Rising EST, on our YouTube channel, we're going to start sharing regular information. Let's brainwash ourselves. Not brainwash, actually. It is actually for you to really remove all those outdated um outdated karma around you. Like when your teacher, when your family, when the people around you tell you you're not good enough, when they tell you you don't deserve this, when they tell you you won't make it, they are not true. Okay? The truth is you can do it. You can make it. You deserve everything that is beautiful and amazing in life. You deserve to live in a space that you don't need to worry about anything. You deserve to have a nice home. You deserve to be relaxed. You deserve to have those guilty pleasure and then at night you shouldn't even feel guilty about. You deserve everything that's amazing. You need to know that you will not be given a challenge that you cannot go through. There's always a way out. We have our inner strength. When we going through this difficult challenges time, it is a chance for us to tap into our own reservoirs of courage and perseverance. We are able to exploring this, especially during a challenge. Without challenge, we are just, oh, life is wonderful. And we are just get too relaxed and we forgot about why are we here? What are we doing here? Hello, Catio, Woman Cat, and Jan. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. So we have the inner strength, right? And this is a time when we are scared, when we are worried, when we are concerned. It is time for us to observe our reactions, our emotions. It is time for us to understand why we fear, why we worried. How can we take actions? What can we learn from all of this? How can turn these challenges into opportunities? Because that's always the case. In any curve, there's a way up. In any down, there's a way up. You are always going through a barricade. You, what did I say? You will, when you go down, you will be bounced towards up. And that is the line. So you don't need to worry about it when you're going down. Then you will go up. You will always go up and even higher and better. That's the norm. So you don't need to worry about when it is a norm. You just need to think about what you want to achieve after it. How are you going to use this power? Right? Before we jump, we bend down first. Also, how do we use this power of going down? How do we use this opportunity? How do we turn this gravity into a power that's into the strength, into the power that allow us to fly even higher? So we all have this inner strength. And if you don't know how to find it, come to me. I'll help you. Okay. Come to find me, I will help you to find this inner strength because everyone has it. Everyone has it. And one thing I really want to share is that we can shape the future. Our individual actions, no matter how small, we will contribute to the collective. Butterfly effects, we all heard about that, right? So even, oh, maybe today, because you are kind to someone who coming to the lift, you decide to keep the door open for them. You made their world change. They may have a very, very bad day. They may feel so bad that they want to do something bad. And because of your kindness, that you don't even know, you change this person's decision. So this person decided that, okay, maybe it's okay. Maybe I should just let it go. Maybe I don't need to go do any last resort in their mind. You never know. Just a simple kind word, a kind gesture, kind, even just, smile when you walk into someone on the street. An act of service. Press the button for someone who doesn't have hands. Now, all these small acts, they will create ripple effects. Uh, Here's a movie, Stranger Than Fictions. It's not a glamorous big Hollywood movie. It features William Farrell's. Okay, Stranger Than Fictions. Watch this movie and then you will understand what is ripple effect if you still don't understand. They use a very, very simple way. Not not like some big Hollywood movie that's complicated content or the Stranger Than Fiction. It's just a very light movie and you understand what they try to say. It's a very simple one. You don't need to use too much. Like interception, sometimes just feeling like, oh my God, it's too much. The movie, Butterfly Effect, I can't even finish. So yeah, and then then you will know why our action matters. You may think, oh, whatever I do, I say will not help what's happening in the other side of the world. It will not help those people who just going through the earthquakes. It will not help those people who are just going through the floods. How do you know? How do you know? Who do you think you are? That you think that it's not going to affect other people. I'm telling you, all the small things, everything that you do, you will affect everyone in the world. Never underestimate the power of individual contribution. I'm not even asking you to donate. Okay. Just be kind. And when we are navigate these challenging times, it is very important for us to really to pause and acknowledge our emotions. Okay. It is a time for us, it is a chance for us to learn how to witness our emotions. Right? How many times I've been sharing about this? You can witness your own emotions like a third person because you have that inner person, that higher self. So give yourself permission to sit with those emotions without judgment. You don't need to judge. Why am I crying? Stupid. No, don't do that. Just to understand, oh, yes, I'm crying now. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, I'm worried. Or allow yourself to breathe, to process, and to find your own rhythm of healing. Please do that. Give yourself time. You don't need to rush for anyone, and everyone have their own agenda. And limit overexposure. What do I mean overexposure? Meaning about the social media. Okay, I saw the news about the 7.0 magnitude earthquake in California. If you have any of your friends who live in that area, if there's anything that you need to know, allow yourself to be informed. But don't, like in Taiwan, and I don't know about other countries, but in Taiwan, there are at least 10 channels. 10 channels doing news 24 hours a day. Okay? And most of the time, 80% of them are bad news. And they'll be continuing to not just repeat, but they'll continue to talk about it and adjust it further and not analyze them. You don't need to go through this overexposure. You don't need to don't allow this negative news to drain your energy and amplify your anxiety. Set boundaries. Okay, so when I got the news about the South Korea, the Marshall time. Okay, I straight away I listen to the news few times to understand what's happening. I turn to BBC to read articles, not to listen to them because I've had enough. And then to set the boundary. Okay, that's all the information I need right now. And now, like, for example, we have ChatGPT, we have Google AI, so we can just what? Ask them to give you a summary. You don't need to engage yourself in all of this energy from the news reader, from the broadcasting, from the live channels. You're just draining yourself. You don't need those energy. You need information. So once you got the information, that's enough. And then, of course, you should seek connections and community. You need to reach out to your friends and family or support groups to discuss your feelings. If you feel really affected by what's happening right now, you need to do that. Don't just hold it within yourself. Speak to your friends, speak to your family, or speak to us if you feel it's more comfortable. And sometimes it is easier to speak to someone that you don't know. Sometimes it's just, that's how it is. Or we cannot say it to our family, we can say it to our counselor who didn't know us at all. Find a way to let it out. And then they will help you and let other people to help you. And that's the sign of showing strength, not weakness. And then really, you need to learn how to focus on what you can control. Yes, I heard the news now. What can I do? Right? For example, what happened in South Korea? Marshall time. But what can those people do? They go on the street and then to really let the government see their voice, to let the government see their voice. And that's what they can do. When we heard about the news about the earthquake in the States, we can reach out to our friends who are in the States. But we don't need to spray panic mode. What can we do? What kind of action we can do? Not emotion. We don't need emotion that most of the time emotion doesn't help anything. No, they don't, right? Yeah, you may have emotion, they just come out. You just feel sad, you just feel happy. That's fine. But don't let them rule your life. They are like side effects. They're just like when you use salt, rinsing the vegetable, then the water will come out. It's just natural. Okay. But it doesn't mean that's needed. It doesn't mean that that's important. It just happened and you just let it go. And focus on what we can do. You want to do donation, you want to just call them and to see, you know, when we had a very bad earthquake in Taiwan when I was 15-year-old. Okay, there was a very, very bad earthquake in Taiwan. So many high buildings collapsed. including temples. The mountain was broken and so many lives were gone. So at that time, what my mom did, when I was 15 and my three younger sisters, they're all younger than me, so we're all in school. My mom said to the school, we are going to taking things to those affected areas. So I'm going to ask day off with for my children. My children come into all of those affected areas with me to giving away clothes, to giving away duvet, to giving away food. My mom showed that to us. Because I think that's what we can do. We were able to do that. So my mom, we just tell the school that's what we're going to do. And the school allow us to do that. And we collect not our own, but we collect so many, things what people may need. Sleeping bags, masks, medications. And we just packed our car and then just drive 4 or 5 hours into to share. Not that we had a lot of money, but that's what we could do. That's what my mom showed me what is kindness. At that time, while my dad was working in hospital, fixing those broken patients. So focus on what we can do and then do it if that helps you. Okay. And then it is so important. That's why in the past 58 days, we're talking about so many things about mindset, about manifestations, about meditations, about yogas, about what is mindfulness. Why do we need to do gratitude journal? Why do we need to spend time in nature? This is all the activities that helping us to learn more about ourselves, and then we can build a resilience. This practice help us to ground ourselves. It help us to learn how to process our emotions and really to gain different perspective. This practice help us to be grateful in no matter what kind of situation. Help us to stand, to be having the strength to be calm in any situation. Because the more we know about us, the more we know about life, then the more we will know everything's going to be okay. So that's what I want to share about today, like how we can navigate ourselves in this challenging time. It is only the beginning, 2025. It is not going to be a better year. So let's do it together. And that's why I'm standing here doing live every single day. I feel and I hope by me standing here, my voice will be reaching out to different people. Like you, Core Positive, like you, Nay, like you, Adam, Rosie. This means raising awareness. This means when we are talking, when we are discussing it, we keep this discussion alive if it is an important one. And we're contributing towards a motion, towards how do you say, we're contributing towards a change, change to a better world. A world with peace, justice, fairness, and harmony. Harmony. We are showing the world it is okay. We don't need to be critical. We don't need to always find something to blame or someone to blame. We just need to be kind. We just need to have love. We just need to reach out our hands. So let's contribute together. Let's find resilience within ourselves. Let's find compassion in everything, even to ourselves. Be compassionate to ourselves. Don't attack yourself and don't attack other people. Don't need to worry about why. We just need to focus on how to be better. Create connections. Don't be yourself. We are here. That's why Phoenix Rising is here. If it's so difficult for you, come to Phoenix Rising. We are here to support you. So let's use the tools that we have shared in the past 58 days. Let's stay grounded in our practice. If you just started with your grateful journal, if you just started your meditation, if you just started a new habit that you feel that makes you comfortable, that makes you relaxed, but at the same time that give you the adrenaline, that give you the energy, keep doing them and be grounded. Be a source of hope and light for those people around you. Sometimes all we need to do is listen. Engage in a meaningful conversation and action that will inspire change. If you feel there are more things that you want to do. And that's why I'm here. I'm here because the life didn't give me another option anymore. I'm given no option but standing here talking to you. This is all I can do right now. And I surrender, and I hope, not I hope, I knew some of you will be helped because of me standing here. And together, we will create this ripple effect of positivity. So thank you so much for being here today. It's a challenging time. It is not a beautiful time. At the same time, it is a time for us to know that we are very important, every single one of us. You are very important. Because there's so many tragedies right now. If you're able to, you are the fortunate one already. And sometimes we need to give. We just need to give. That is life. You need to give before you can take, before you can receive. If you always hold your, we all know about this, right? It's very crucial already. If you just keep holding your feet like this, you get nothing. Everything is coming out. But if you open your hands, you feel you're giving away. You're not. You're able to receive more. Okay? So that's what we do. We learn to open. We learn to give. And then before you notice, everything will come to you. You don't need to want them. They will just come to you. Thank you so much for being here with me on TeaTalk with Nas. I'm Nasha. We have 2 more days. And yeah, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. I wish you all have a very good day, good night, and good evening. Bye-bye.